You're breathing heavy, you're sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy, vomit on the floor, mom's spaghetti. Well, this isn't about 8 Mile. This is just about finishing a long workout and you are rocked to the core. You feel like your lungs are on fire and wondering why is it so hard for you? Good chance you probably need to take your aerobic capacity to the next level. You need to build your engine even more. You need to put in some work so you can enjoy the Sufferfest of endurance workouts better. We're going to go over in this video what is your aerobic capacity, how to assess it, and then how to build it. Think of your body as a high-performance machine. The better your aerobic engine, the more efficiently you can fuel your efforts and recover from them. So enhanced aerobic capacity translates to sustained power output, which sounds great, especially in the case of workouts that are more than 5 minutes. And then you can keep performing at high levels throughout extended workouts. Faster recovery between sets, between workouts, and even between WODs. You'll also have better efficiency. You'll use your energy more effectively, reducing that overall fatigue. In CrossFit, this means you can go harder, lift heavier, and last longer. You become a powerhouse of endurance, a relentless force that doesn't back down, and when the WOD is done, your body bounces back faster and ready to take the next challenge. Sounds pretty amazing, right? You just got to put in some extra work to focus on that aerobic capacity and less so on strength and anaerobic capacity. Let's dive into some of the science, the physiology of this all. So during prolonged exercise, your muscles need a constant supply of oxygen to produce the energy required for movement. This process is primarily driven by your aerobic system, which converts glucose and fat to energy in the presence of this oxygen. So your heart and lungs are working overtime to pump oxygen-rich blood to your muscles. The more efficient the system is, the more power and endurance you have. So because you need to regularly challenge your aerobic system, you need to enhance your efficiency and capacity in this system. This system, your cardiovascular system, your heart, your blood vessels, and even your blood, is the delivery system that gets oxygen to where it's needed. The stronger and more efficient your heart, the more blood it can pump with each beat, which delivers more oxygen to your muscles. Your respiratory system, your lungs, that stuff you're breathing in right now, is responsible for bringing the oxygen into your body and then eventually into your heart, as well as expelling all that carbon dioxide. So increased respiratory efficiency means you can take in more oxygen with each breath and remove those waste gases more effectively, keeping your muscles working. So training your aerobic capacity means enhancing these systems, turning your body into a finely tuned machine capable of withstanding the rigors of high-intensity CrossFit workouts. Now, knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more power you have, right? So understanding your current aerobic fitness is the first step towards improvement. You probably need to look at your VO2 max, the gold standard of aerobic capacity. It represents the maximum amount of oxygen your body can utilize during intense exercise. The higher VO2 max values indicate better aerobic fitness. Heart rate zones are another crucial metric. By understanding your resting heart rate, your max heart rate, and the various zones in between, you can then tailor your training to improve specific aspects of your aerobic capacity. So you're going to have to use tools like heart rate monitors and fitness trackers, which then can provide that real-time feedback, helping you stay in the optimal zone for your goals. Now, there are plenty of benchmark workouts and tests to measure aerobic capacity. CrossFit actually provides a variety of these designed solely for this thing. Some key examples are, of course, Murph. We just recently had Memorial Day and many people did it. I did it, my dad did it with me. And that's a hero WOD that really tests your endurance. And you also have Helen, a key classic CrossFit workout, which combines the running, kettlebell swings, and pull-ups to really challenge that aerobic capacity across running and pulling systems. Or you can just go do a row or run 5K. Simple, but very effective at gauging where you stand in aerobic endurance. By regularly looking at these benchmarks into your training, you can track your progress and adjust your training accordingly. So recommend keeping detailed records of certain workouts like these, your times, your splits, your recovery metrics to see how your aerobic capacity evolves over time. You don't need to go get things always tested. You can just track your own metrics. So don't just focus on those short domain workouts all the time, but put 1 or 2 workouts into your regular programming that are 20 minutes or longer and make them a regular occurrence so you can track your progress as you're getting better. And I know this goes against the whole constantly variable scenario, but you do need to track your progress. Now, in order to build this powerhouse of aerobic capacity, you need a very strategic approach. Periodization is your roadmap. It's about structuring your training cycles that optimize performance and recovery. Kind of like we said, you need to put certain workouts in at a regular basis. Again, this is counterintuitive to CrossFit's playbook of constantly vary, but you really do need to have progressive overload to build your engine, whether it's mental, aerobic strength, or all the above. So you need to have your macro cycle, your annual plan, your yearly plan. Then you break that down to your mesocycles, your monthly plans, and then even fine tune with microcycles, your weekly plans. I have it on a mesocycle within the month. You see many of the same workouts each week, and then you change it up on the following months. This incorporates and dedicates aerobic sessions throughout your cycle. Make sure when you are incorporating these workouts, strike a balance between intensity and endurance. Rotate between the high and moderate and the low intensity workouts. This is and avoid consecutive days of maximum effort to prevent burnout. So most of what I do is 80% low intensity, 20% very high intensity. Make sure you're gradually increase the duration and frequency of your aerobic sessions. Use the 10% rule. Increase your weekly volume by no more than 10% to allow for adaptation. And of course, always integrate rest days and active recovery into these programs, especially as you're building that 10% volume. It will compound on itself in due time, recover in between. Remember, the goal is long term. You're not in this for a short win. You're not going to see changes overnight. You're going to stay committed. You're going to stay smart about this and transform yourself into an unbreakable powerhouse from strength to gymnastics to endurance. Let's forge ahead with purpose and precision. Dr. Matt,